Fuck.
Hello, we are rolling for what?
Hello.
Aggressively, let's
A
go.
little abrupt intro. Who's ready to play D&D? And not talk about the
Me.
at all. Yay, cool. Hello, greetings, salutations, bonjour, hola, guten Nacht? No, guten Tag, I think. Hi,
Guten Tag.
welcome back to another episode of Rolling for What. We're all a little bit tired, but I'm a little bit hyper anyway, because I think I've had E-numbers in my orange juice. You join us with the week after our LARP event. We are back. This is the first episode that we're back. And I don't really know what else to say, so I guess without further ado, introductions.
We had a great time.
We had a great time, but the video will come out.
time.
We're not going to talk about it anymore
Yes.
because we already have, and we need to play. The video will come out. Just watch the video. Actually, the video will be out by the time this hits. So look at that. Go click off this video. Go to that one. Watch it. Then come back to this one and understand how much of a good time we had. And then we'll probably do like a little talk at the end. I don't know. Depends on how much I want to edit this. Because I'm really tired. Anyway, introductions. Katie.
Hi, I'm Katie. I immediately fucking that up. Like, brains are already dead and we haven't even fucking started the session. Okay, let's retry that. Beginning with my name. Wonderful. Okay, great.
How's your boss?
Hello. Oh, okay. Third time lucky. Hello. I'm Katie. Pronouns she, her. Wonderful. First step done. I play 84. Also she, her. What is she? She's a rogue bard. That's what she is. And she's a changeling. But instead of changing into people, she changes into inanimate objects. I'm not even going to try and do my fact because I can't remember it. So let's just fucking move on before I create more disaster, shall we?
Already this episode is going to be very fun.
Oh, God.
I'm so red already. I don't need this in this heat. Fuck's sake, guys. Gotta stop. Chloe.
Hello, I'm Chloe, pronouns she, her, and I play Garina, pronouns also she, her. Garina is getting a little bit too powerful for her own boots at the moment, and above the table, I don't know what's happening. That's it.
Yeah, you weren't expecting
That's
that
me.
to happen at the last
Nope.
time. Yeah, we need a helping hand sometimes, you know. Just so happens you have a patron to lend him on.
Spooky.
I've blanked out. Is you finish your intro, Chloe?
I'm always last.
Is it me?
Good
Yeah.
Aries.
Actually, no. You know what? Ash, you go first because that was a really upsetting comment. Ash, you go.
Oh, what? No, that was just me. That was the flow we normally do. No. Okay, hi, I'm Ash. They, them, any pronouns. And I play Viforsworn, the fallen ASMR druidic monk. And she's still not out. She was meant to come out, but then I got told no, basically.
Yeah.
So we're still with Naren, the tiefling warlock, because classic. And is she pissed? Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss
Yeah. I tried. I really tried. Because yeah. As a swap over to Aries, Jam's in a bad way.
Oh
Aries.
God, yeah. Hello, I'm Aries. I'm last for some reason. I don't like it. Change is scary. Put it back. I'm Aries. My pronouns are he, they. And I play Jam McCrumble, and he goes by he, him pronouns. He's a little half orc, just a little guy. And he is not looking good.
No.
He's not looking good.
Real fucking bad.
It's not looking good for Jam. Jam needs so many boo-boo kisses.
Yeah.
Please hand them over.
I tried.
Hashtag boo-boo kisses for Jam.
And just as a note for the audience, yes, I look like one of the 7 dwarves because my nose is very red. I don't know why. It's very hot in my room and my nose is very itchy. I'm not doing cocaine copious amounts. I'm just really annoyed with my allergies. So if it looks like I'm doing coke, don't worry about
You
it.
did say you're really hyper.
TJ, you're overthinking, babe.
I know.
Stop it.
I just want to point things out. I know how the internet can be. I don't want to get out of hand.
You're pointing them out, and now people are going to notice.
I was about to say, ignore the internet.
Yeah. Everyone's going to know about your cocaine addiction. Damn.
Anyway, everyone, quick smile for the Instagram thing. Chloe! Chloe!
What?
Smile.
Smile! There we go. Okay, cool.
Oh, I'm so hot.
Lovely.
So, I'm gonna bring my fan.
Here you are.
Okay.
That's miles away.
That's not helpful at all. Oh, it's a little bit of a breeze. Okay, so now that's out of the way, let's begin. So, a little bit of a recap for last session because it has been a little bit.
Been a while.
After
TJ, just readjust your mic a little bit.
Hi.
You There you go. You changed audio. You're a bit quieter.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Now you're clear. Oh, crisp.
I wasn't gonna shit. That was really bad. Okay, so recap. After splitting the party, you guys divided into two groups, dividing your efforts to try and complete both of the tasks that were needed to complete the potion that you're going to make to eventually kill Father Crawford and get Jeannie back. Whilst Jam and Naren and Orin, you good, Ash?
Yeah, I'm just turning on the light.
Cool. You're pretty.
Look at this
Now
light.
it's shiny, so
Pretty.
I'm going to turn that back off.
You're pretty. It's fine.
It's all shiny though. It's weird.
Everyone tell Ash they're pretty in the comments.
So pretty.
Thanks.
Okay, so after Jam, Naren, and Orin split off from the group to head to Rotter Fields to go and get the Rotter route, you came across a mansion and you were chased into that mansion. And whilst you were making your way through that mansion, you came across some of the adult versions of the Rotters that you had previously come across during your travels in Shaletown. And for lack of a better term, they did a number on poor Jam. And after fleeing through the house, you managed to escape out the back window, realizing that the Rotter route is inside the house, but it's probably upstairs. And so you are outside of the mansion currently after barricading yourselves in a room from away from some of the Rotters that were attacking you. Meanwhile, 84 and Garina and Gus made their way back to Orin's workshop, where they encountered a bunch of not so inconspicuous looters, who had decided to help themselves to Orin's belongings after he'd left unwillingly as a hostage with the group. But there was a girl there that looked suspiciously like Isla, who was carrying a box full of the ingredients that you needed to complete this potion. And after 84 did a very hard mental show of strength and terrified the little girl, you both managed to prevent her from escaping, and she dropped the box, and you realized that she then began speaking in Father Crawford's voice. Father Crawford seemingly knows where you are and what you're doing, but is still inviting you to dinner. After grabbing the box, you headed out and realized that the majority of the people in the stranded zone are either working for or have been taken over by the likes of Father Crawford and the Chosen Few. You confronted a few at the gate, you took out a few, and suddenly, Garina, your axe began to almost enjoy what was happening. And when the show of strength, the show of pure strength came from Garina, where she just would not relent, being held down by three separate entities, not moving, the gems seemed to relish in this and aid you with a little bit of power. And there was a large kinetic red energy explosion that burst forth from the purifier and from the gem, sending these people back. And that's new. After you all dealt with, after you both dealt with some of the Chosen Few, you then made your way to Rotter Fields, where you know that Jam and Naren are awaiting you. So, without further ado, let's begin. We pick up with Jam and Naren outside the house, outside the mansion. So, with that, top of the combat round, I'm
Shit.
going to
I forgot
roll.
we were in combat.
Yeah, you're still in the initiative.
Oh.
I haven't done any test rolls yet though, so this could go fairly badly. Okay, I just need to know where things are. Cool, lovely. Okay, so from where you are, having shut the window, and you can see the barricaded door in front of you, like beyond the window, you can just hear smashing and gushing on the door, and like raps and whistles and howls coming from inside. It doesn't seem like whatever the rot that's trying to get into that room right now is seemingly having a little bit of trouble. Next up. And they're going to stay there. And it is Jam's turn next. What would you like to do,
Oh,
Jam?
fuck. So I have the guy.
Yeah,
fuck,
so
his
Oren's
name
right.
was-
Oren's
Oren.
basically beside between you and Aaron.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, we
well,
wanted to try and get upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember that bit.
Yeah, cool.
I just remember upstairs. Do the
Upstairs.
upstairs. Can I see if these windows are open that are like in the next room along?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. You can click on them to see if they're open or not.
Oh, you just shut it.
Oh, okay. Oh, they are open. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, off to the windows I go.
Okay, cool. In order to get your character through that window as well, I think you have to open the window and then put your token through it.
It is open.
Okay, cool. Then put your token through it.
I
I can't see which ones are like definitely open or not, because there's like
Yeah,
So
the
I'm
one
going
next
here.
to us is shut,
Yeah.
and then those other two are open.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know that one's shut, and the other two are fine.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go through this one.
Cool.
As quietly as I can.
Okay.
I'll
say that's 20. I'll say that's
15.
that's your movement now, as you've like climbed through the
Okay.
window. So you can take an action or a
Okay.
bonus action if you need to.
Is Owen following me?
He will be following you on his turn.
Okay.
When does he go out of interest?
He's last in the initiative.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Am I making a beeline for the stairs, or should I wait?
That is up to you.
Mm.
And I know that's not helpful.
It's really not.
You can talk about it in character if you want. You've got like a little moment where you can discuss if you need to.
As Jam dashes past me.
Hello?
So quick, I didn't even catch that.
Oh dear.
Funny.
I just
we
wanna know-
gotta go upstairs. So like, yeah, if Jam is planning to go upstairs, then I will obviously follow suit.
Okay, I'll just make a beeline then. So I'll use a dash, please.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. You can get the rest of your 30 feet movement then.
Okay. Troop. Oh, that's not good. Okay. So I can get out of this door to 25. Oh, okay. That's fine.
And as you look down the
Is
hallway,
it?
you can see through the door the two rotters just pounding on the door and like trying to rip past each other.
Yeah. Okay, so I can move another 5, so I'm just gonna move to here
Okay.
to get away from the class. Why am I not a rogue? Why can't I sneak? And yeah, I guess that'll be it, because that's my bonus action.
Okay. Naren, what would you like to do?
Cool. Well, if that's happening, I would also like to do my dash. So
Yeah.
the 60 feet.
Okay.
So how much feet would it take to get through the window? Is that going to be like a 10 feet?
Yeah, I'd
sort
say
of
about 10
dealy?
feet, yeah.
All right. Cool. So I've actually got brain 50.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Bosh. Bosh. Okay. Cool. So I'm just gonna be like, Oren, follow. Yeah, stay close, sort of thing.
You'll, like, see him,
And
like,
I'm
jolt
gonna
and
move.
look.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And then I gotta move through the. There we go. Move through the window. There you go. Bosh.
Cool.
Cool. I'm here now.
Awesome. Okay. So with your 2 dashes done, Oren moves through the window alongside you, Naren, and just sort of like creeps through through the living room, comes around the door and just sort of stays at the back of Jam a little bit, just to sort of stay back. And you can see him like pointing and hands shaking towards the rotters, as if you haven't seen them, but you definitely have, at the end of the hallway.
Does it seem like they've noticed us come back in, by the way, or
Make a
they still
perception check.
preoccupied?
Can I also do this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Perception.
Yeah.
19.
19.
16.
Yeah, so you both notice as you like come through the door, you both notice that they seem preoccupied with your last known location. They haven't noticed you just yet come back into the house.
Lovely.
With that, it
Bloody
is...
lovely.
Bloody
Oh,
lovely indeed.
God, the rolls are not doing me any favors. You can see that they're taking a while to get through this door. They're like ripping pieces open instead of just like taking the whole thing off its hinges, which by the looks of them, you're fairly certain they could probably do, but they're more feral in this moment and they're just tearing it apart and just making it more difficult for themselves.
Now it has that effect on people.
And yeah, they're having a little bit difficulty getting through. So with that, what's the other one? Yeah, they are having trouble. Jam, it's your go again. At this point, actually, with your perception checks as well, as you're like looking towards the rotters, you can see that like they haven't noticed you, and there's a moment where you can just hear from outside where the quiet was before. You start to hear thuds and footsteps, many of them getting closer and closer and closer to the mansion. There seems to be some kind of horde of them making its way in your general direction.
We're fucked.
Oh, see, it's fine. Garina's got this.
Up the stairs we go. Okay. I can get to the 15. How many steps?
So if you go up the stairs to that end box there,
20.
and then you can... yeah, so there. How much movement is that you've used?
That was 20.
20. So if you... Okay, so you can go... If you're dashing, or if you're just moving...
I will be.
Okay, so you can move another... So you can probably get to the door at the other end of the hallway as you go up the stairs and turn
I
right.
can't see anything.
No, but in a second, because I can't put different people on different maps. But as you like go up the stairs, you turn right and you go up to the hallway. You see the length of hallway. As it stands at the moment, without seeing it, how far down this hallway do you want to go? I think the hallway's probably about 20 feet or so.
Well, I would like to use all of my movement.
Okay, cool, noted. I will place you appropriately when Naren gets up the stairs.
Okay.
So with Jam now... Oh, no. Gone. Naren, what would you like to do?
He's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead.
He's not.
We're all dead. We're all gonna die. No. But no, I would like to a second, actually. Bear with. Do I risk that or do I just leave it? No, I think I'll just leave it. I'm also going to go upstairs then, please.
Okay.
And wait, how many feet is that to get to the box? That's 20 feet as well.
Cool.
Unless I just beeline it. Can I beeline it? Yeah. Yeah, 15 feet. There we go.
Cool.
Bosh.
And how far up do you want to go with the rest of your movement? Do you want to use your dash as well, or are you going a bit careful?
I will go a little bit careful. I will actually. Can I hold an action?
Yeah.
For if anything tries to attack any of us,
Okay.
it will be Eldritch Blast, of course.
Okay, cool. Noted.
Yes, so I will just go my other 15 feet up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely. So as you disappear, Garina and 84, I need you to make stealth checks for me as you come cresting over this this hill area. You are greeted with this large mansion, and you see and hear a lot of commotion going on inside this mansion, and you see a very large group of what look to be rotting corpses with tendrils just running towards this area. They're still a fair distance away, but they're getting closer.
I'm still rolling with disadvantage, aren't I?
With this one, yeah, it would be.
I got a 10 in that case.
10?
26.
26. Okay, as you push forward, you get to an area just outside the mansion, and it's fairly big.
Also, question:
Yes.
do I have Boris?
That was a question I was going to ask at the start because I don't think anyone specified who had
Yeah,
Boris. But I'm assuming
where
with
the
you.
hell has Boris
I'm
been?
pretty sure Boris
Because
is
I
with
was-
you.
Boris having a
Okay.
great time.
Yeah,
He's
Boris
on
is
vacation.
out on the
in which
town. He's
in
with
which
Andre.
case, do you want me to roll for Boris as well?
If you, yeah, sure. I'm gonna do
Uh,
this thing. I'm gonna have to cut this bit because it's all fucking annoying. But I'm gonna put you guys on the map. Bish bash.
You didn't leave him with Scooter, did you?
No.
I think he
No.
might have.
Definitely
Oh.
not with Scooter.
no,
He was.
I
That's
didn't.
fair.
I didn't leave anybody with Scooter.
That's fair.
He got a 16.
16. Lovely stuff.
16.
Bear with me just a second. I'm cutting all of this out.
He's a quiet quacking.
Fuck it.
Quick,
A little quiet. Okay, so I now need to give you all vision. Bear with me a second.
Vision.
Bish.
See,
By the way, you're all looking adorable today.
Aw,
I was going to say it earlier, but as soon as it came on, I was just like, oh, look at all my friends.
yeah.
They're adorable.
Thanks. Well, I'm sorry, my pajamas looking disheveled. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
You
and
look
what's
amazing.
going on is filling the shovels.
You all look amazing.
We
You
do
can't
all
tell
look
you're in
really
PJs anyway. You just look comfy.
You do.
I was about to say, if you hadn't
Yeah.
said anything, we wouldn't have known.
Never known.
They say
Outfit.
pajamas. I'm just wearing a baggy shirt and shorts.
Yeah, no, yeah, I
Slay.
say, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Slay.
And my compression socks, which have smiley faces on them.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
They
Oh my
have smiley
God.
faces on them.
Oh, all the way up to the knees.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Nice,
Oh my
nice,
God.
nice.
Yeah.
It's alright, they're still getting cut, but no one's getting any of Ares' feet pics.
They're getting them.
No.
I'm
No,
including that
DJ!
specific part and then cutting away.
No.
Okay,
Aw.
so Chloe and 84, you should be able to see the map now, theoretically, in theory. Theoretically.
Ah, yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
DJ,
What have I
before you
done?
cut back, please don't actually include my feet.
No.
I will cry.
I'm not going to do that. It's fine. Okay, that's why that
We have to
happened.
save that for when money struggles are really hit.
Yeah.
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 We're not doing OnlyFans yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you come to this, you crest this cliffside of the hill kind of cliffy side of the mansion. You get to the front, you see the chimney outside, and you can hear even now inside the mansion there's thudding and smashing, and you can hear hordes of rotters in the distance getting closer and closer. And as you move forward, you get to this space. And Chloe, Garina, there's a moment where 84 and Boris have sort of trailed forward, and you get ever slightly distracted. And on your way here, you sort of look over, and you meet the gaze of one of these hulking creatures. Its glowing yellow sickly eye just sort of moves, and you see it clock you, and it just starts to charge. What are you doing? I need you to roll initiative, actually. 84 on Garena. And Boris needs to roll initiative.
Oh,
I
very sad.
I got an 11.
11. Ow.
Oh, what did me and
Ash, your
Boris
camera's
get?
sucking up.
Oh, can it not?
Oh,
It's
well, I
having a
mean,
real bad time.
Yeah, I don't want to touch it because it may go
Oh
worse.
god.
well,
Enjoy,
I mean,
enjoy,
Boris,
enjoy the light show, people.
Boris
Yeah,
got a
oh, God.
21.
21. Oh my god. Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit, okay.
I did not do so great.
Oh god, what did you get?
I got a 10.
Okay.
Oh, that worked.
Yeah, I actually did.
Um,
You're just below Garena.
so I don't know what Boris is planning to do because I hadn't even looked at Boris. So good,
Okay.
excellent.
So, with that, and Oren has followed you guys upstairs as well. Top of the combat round, Boris. What would Boris like to do in this moment?
Fuck's sake. I don't know. Oh.
Sorry, is this creature like in the window?
No, the creature that you've seen. So you've managed to like huddle up and get here, but as you were making your way here, like the chink of your armor and the clinking, you sort of look over and just like off on the street that's next to this mansion, you see one of the creatures clock you and start moving towards you.
Right. Karina, did you get injured in the last fight at all?
She winks.
Nice.
Okay, so
Did
cool.
I?
So Boris isn't. So Boris is like, cool. Then he's like, I'm not going to bother with you guys. Then he was like, this one is your problem. And he's going to go 5, 10. He's going to fly off over here. 40. And so yeah, he's gonna fly off over here. And can he instead please do an investigation check?
Yeah. What is he looking for?
He basically just wants to look through these like windows from like a distance.
Okay.
He doesn't want to go in, he wants to look through the windows to see like, because obviously I did we discuss beforehand that Jam and
Naren.
thank you. The Jam and Naren were planning that the mansion was where they thought the roster route was?
You don't know
Okay.
that there's any of your friends in here just yet, but there seems to be a
Right.
commotion happening in this building, mostly just this building.
And we can hear that.
Yeah, you can hear like the smashing
Okay.
of doors and things
Fine.
from inside.
And yeah, he just wants to get a look through the windows then.
Okay.
To see
go
if he
ahead
can
and-
see where the commotion is coming from without getting too close. Because he's a
Okay,
scaredy boy.
With from where you are and how you're like
Yeah.
doing this, I'm gonna ask for a perception check.
Yeah, that's fine. Perception. Boris's dice. Need to get his sheet. Well, that was shit.
That was so anticlimactic. That was shit.
It was a 7.
Oh, well, that was shit.
It was
You were right to say it was because it was.
I can't help you there, DJ.
As Boris flies off, he sort of like gazes through the windows, and even though it's like it is fairly like dimly lit and dark in Shaletown, and even in Rotter Fields, the insides being so trashed and dark, it's very difficult to make out. Boris is unaware whether any of the rooms are empty or occupied.
Cool. Sweet. He's just going to say back to 84 and he's going to be like, even with my glorious godlike vision, nobody could see in that. Not possible. Honestly, it's pitch black over here. No one could see anything. I think we should honestly just turn around. Scary, spooky house, not worth it. And he's going to end it there.
Okay. Next in the combat round, combat thing. Boris, because of his perception check, becomes completely like barely aware of what's happening, but Garena and 84, as you're like hearing this like banging coming from inside, you suddenly hear a large smash coming from like deeper in the house, and you hear like roars and shrieks, and it seems something is destroying something inside this house. And okay, so that's So Boris will see, however, even with a 7, is when this commotion happens, you both hear the smash, and Boris looks over to the far window just over here, and all of a sudden he sees this hulking figure just smash on the window and just try to like tear the window apart to get out after something. With that, 5, 10. Cool. And Boris also sees another one come to the window and start like almost like hitting the other one to get him out the way, and the other one's fighting back and like trying to tear the window apart. And you see tendrils coming through the window. Like it seems like these things are inside looking for something and wanting out.
And he comment on this?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, he's seeing this.
He's gonna be like, spooky tentacle men, at whatever that is on a clock, because no, my brain can't figure that out right now.
At 10 o'clock.
Sure.
From Boris's clock,
like,
it'll be 10 o'clock.
Boris's clock, he was like, at 10 o'clock, he was like, as I said, I think we should leave. This place is bad juju. I think we should leave. It was like, if our friends are in there, they're dead, is all I'm gonna say. I think we should cut our losses and run away.
We must fight to run away.
That's all he's gonna say.
Nice. Okay, so instead of swapping between, because it's going to be a real pain in the ass, Garena, what would you like to do?
I want to charge at the thing as well.
Okay, are you charging at the one in the window, or are you charging the one that saw you?
The one that saw me.
Okay. You from the map, the one that saw you is off of the map at the moment, but he is in I don't know if you can see this, but in this direction over here. So
Okay, I'm running towards that, and I am laughing.
Okay. Do you want to use your dash, or are you just running to like try and cut it off?
3, 4. Yeah, fuck it, let's dash.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and it'll be 4, 5.
Cool.
So it'll be 2 more squares.
Okay, 84. You see Garena just like look over, and you also see in the distance, not too far off in the distance, but there is one of these hulking figures staring at Garena, charging her, and Garena just looks, starts to laugh, and just bolts it towards this thing.
And the purifier.
Bad woman.
84. You'll go.
Oh.
So you have Boris warning you about some creatures that are making their way out, and Garena is also heading towards one right now, trying to fight one. And you're stuck right in the middle.
I don't want to go towards either. Both of them sound like a bad idea. And 84, where she is, see that this window here is open.
Which one, sorry?
This one.
Bear with me. From where you are, you would be able to just see that it is like half opened, basically.
Okay.
So it's doable.
Can she ask Boris whether he can see anything through it, or she goes up to it? Or is his terrible perception meaning he can't see shit in it?
Probably not.
That's
and
fair.
his entire attention now is taken up by the two figures that's smashing through the other window. Given the perception
That's
check, I would say
no. Okay. She's gonna go up to this window and she's gonna like duck down underneath it. And she like peek up underneath it and try and look through it to see if there's anything in this room. Please.
Check for me.
Sure. I can't remember. Is there a specific rule on perception checks?
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage always. Okay,
Yeah, permanent
that's fine. That's fine. It just means I roll one less dice is all.
That's fair. Yeah. Let me double check that a second. Hang on. I'm pretty sure.
Not that it made much difference, TJ.
Yeah, disadvantage.
It really didn't make any difference.
Oh.
There was one point difference in it. So and so you said was it perception?
Yeah.
You wanted. So 13.
13. Peeking up, you can barely make out like this living room area completely like trashed. It's very dark inside. There is like barely embers from the fire. But that's as much as you can make out. You're unaware if anything's in there or not, but from what it looks like, it seems fairly empty. It's just a mess.
Okay. I'm gonna message Karina, and I'm just gonna be like, "Are you running towards the creature just because you want a fight, or because you feel like you have to attack it?"
Bit of both.
Right. Okay. Right. And do you feel like you can take it on your own, or do you need help?
Can Garina kind of like basically reiterate that question to the gem?
Yes. So as you
So
ask
like,
the gem this
do I
question,
think I can?
you hear the voice come about, and it's strange where the echo comes, and it should solidify. The voice continues to like whisper and echo a little bit, as if it's not all there just yet. And the voice comes back and says, "I think we're capable of anything. Do it."
Garina's like, yeah, I'll be all right.
Okay. Good. Grand. Wonderful. In I go.
Okay. Amazing.
She hops in.
Okay, so I'll say that's your whole movement. If you want to take a dash, you're able to. As I'll say oh wait, you used a message, didn't you? So
message
and you did
is a cantrip.
If you did a perception check, I'll say that's a bonus action. Cantrip.
Yeah. Message is a cantrip, so it's not
I'll say
counted.
because of like timings and stuff. Because you've already done the perception check, you've hopped through the window using all your movement, and you had that fairly decent conversation. I'll say that's probably your action and bonus action. If that's okay.
That's cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
I'm cool with that. As long as you haven't got anything that's immediately coming to eat me.
No, you hop in this, and you see that the room is completely empty once you hop in.
Okay, cool.
There's nothing.
Because the only thing I was gonna say is, as she goes in, obviously, if she sees something immediately,
yeah,
she's just gonna grab a knife.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ready herself.
The moment you hop in, you just see completely trashed room. It's all empty, but you do hear the commotion coming from your left. So the room above you, basically. There's like crashing and smashing through that other room.
Sweet.
Okay, so with that, Boris's go. What would Boris like to do?
Boris sees her hop in and he was like, "You crazy woman, I told you not to go in. I thought we were running away. Honestly." He was like, "Why did they never listen to me? They not understand
Also,
that I'm the smartest person in the room."
at this point as well, Jam and Naren, you can hear quacking coming from outside.
Excellent.
Hell yeah.
You can hear quacking coming from the outside where you came from and below you, basically.
And Boris is just going to be like, "You know you can't survive without me. I literally carry this party." And he's going to follow her
So
in.
true, King.
Honestly, it's MVP of some of the situations you've been in. He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. And so he's gonna follow her in and be like, "You could be dead right now." He's like, "Did you not hear when I said the scary tentacle monsters were trying to break out of this place?" It's like, honestly. But now he is inside. I mean, because that used up 5, 25, 30. I mean, he only has 5 more feet of movement anyway. So, I mean, I think. Does he have anything that I think will be useful? I think for now, all I'm gonna get him to do is, I'm gonna get him to do a thaumaturgy, and I'm gonna get him to cast it like towards like this wall over here.
Side, yeah.
Yeah, so like away from where they are and away from where Garina is.
Right. Okay.
Essentially trying to, because these guys are already trying to break out.
Yeah.
Like essentially trying to draw them.
Okay.
Away from the house.
Okay. Go ahead and make a persuasion check for me using Boris's. Yeah. So add Boris's charisma modifier. Actually, no. Go ahead and roll d20. Add Boris's spellcasting modifier.
Is it spellcasting modifier? Sure.
What sound is it going to be?
What is the sound? What does Boris throw out there to draw these creatures?
It's just an ungodly scream.
Yeah. I'm
of horror.
thinking.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like it's like somebody like has like the sound you make when you've like just broken your leg, like that initial like scream of like holy shit, something's just broken. You know.
Nice. I love it.
Oh, that's exactly what we wanted. Nat 20 plus 5, baby. Hell yeah.
Okay, so
Boris is doing so much better than 84 is.
Boris throws out this like ungodly scream, and Garina, you hear from behind you just the most heart-wrenching, gut-curdling screech come from like right behind you. Focused in, you're not really giving a shit. You're just carrying on running. And Boris casts this. We will see if it works in a second. Well, probably will. That's training. Is that Boris's go? Is that it? Would you like to do anything else?
Yeah, I believe that is it for him because he doesn't have any more movement, and that would have been his action. So yeah.
Okay. So at this point, you hear just a smash come from the other room. You can't see anything in the moment, but if I he's going to come as well. Actually, through this window, you see these hulking creatures smash through and just start like running towards where Boris cast out that scream. And you see them heading towards like that small cliff edge. You're unaware of how far it goes down, but it doesn't seem like it goes down too far. But they are definitely heading towards that noise. And also, because of your natural 20, Garina, as you're running towards this thing, you see it like hone in on you, focus on you, and you see like just behind it the large gathering of rotters that are just like circling and running around, vaguely making their way to the mansion. You see them all suddenly just shift as one mass. You can't tell how many there are, but it seems like there's enough for it to just look like one continuous blob of creature, and you just see it move towards a more focused location as this scream echoes out.
Does it look like the creature from inside?
Kinda, yeah, actually. It does look like a darker, more like amorphous version of that, yeah.
Just arms and legs.
Yeah. It's just a lot of like World War Z energy where it's just like
Oh,
they're all just
no.
like climbing over each other. Just so obviously you guys have something to do. Jam and Naren. After you
Oh, fuck.
So I'm gonna put Jam over here because you wanted to use as much movement as you could. I need to make sure that's okay. Hang on. Cut that bit out. Meh. Cool. Just to double check, you can see, correct, both of you?
Yeah.
I can see.
Yeah, cool. So this is where you are right now. You're upstairs. Jam, you run towards the end door using all of your movement. You see that the door is shut, but there is a door just to the right of you that is open. You like run past it, and looking in, there's like a smashed table and like various things on the ground. And you can hear at this moment, you can hear quacking coming from outside. And you also, no, you wouldn't hear that because it was a message. But you just hear like copious amounts of quacking coming from outside to your left.
Beautiful. Is it my turn?
It is your turn, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Cool. I'm
Also-
opening the door.
You also hear the smash of the window as well and the door, so you know that those rotters that were after you are now free.
Okay. Good for them. Anyway.
Cool.
I'm opening the door. Oh, I'm closing the door.
I'm going to say opening it is a bonus action. You do have an action if you want one. Okay, so just a second. Where the fuck is
actually,
the
can I quickly
thing?
just, before I open this door, sorry, could I have asked Orin, like, if he knows roughly where the stuff is?
Yes, bear with me just 2 seconds. Oh, pen works. There you go. Cool. Yeah, so before you open the door, you sort of like, you ask him, and he sort of looks around and he does this and goes,
In a book.
and you see like you see him like hesitantly not really wanting to speak, but he's trying to communicate something to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what he communicates to you. And as you like open the door slowly, you see immediately just this thing on the ground, and you look, and at first you assume it's a bit of furniture. And as you like look more, it starts to like move and shift, and you can see it's in like a pile of bones and ripped up corpses, and it seems that some of the corpses are rotters themselves. And this thing just like ripping things apart, and it just hears the door and clocks you. So you do have an action left.
And I have my movement.
You do have the rest of your movement as well.
Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna take a step in so I can see a bit more first. So Okay. Wow, he's in a real inconvenient spot, huh?
Mm-hmm. He's right in the middle of the room as he's just like...
Yeah. Oh no, I don't want to get into a fight with this thing. I will not come out of it. So the room next to me, it looks kind of rotten.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look safe to walk on?
Go ahead and make a. Make a perception or investigation check for me.
Okay. Perception or investigation. Oh, I'm gonna do a perception.
I'll be 2 secs.
Okay.
14.
14. Looking at it, was that perception or investigation? Sorry.
Perception.
Perception. Looking at it like vaguely as you're like backing into it and like looking down, making sure that like you still see this creature in front of you. The floorboards do look fairly dampened, and the wood does look slightly softer than it might be, but still fairly structurally sound.
Mm. I don't know what to do. God.
There is no god here.
I am your god.
Well, listen, it's worth a try. I really want to just try and make a quick skedaddle into like the like I can see that there's a door around the corner, so I kind of want to make a quick skedaddle, but I know that will put me in an attack of opportunity situation, won't it?
Yes, definitely would.
Yeah. I don't really want that. I don't really want that. Fuck. Okay.
Can I hear this creature from where I am, by the way, TJ, whilst there is just thinks
You
for a
can
second?
hear like something snarling and moving in the room as Jam opens the door.
Cool.
And it does sound similar to the creatures that you've encountered so far.
Yeah. Jam probably would have gone fuck as well.
Yeah, like you can visibly tell Jam has seen something in that room.
Yeah.
Jam's seen some shit.
Yeah.
Could I like go to here? Oh, okay. Commit.
You should
go to here. Disengage and then skedaddle the other way. Can I do that?
Theoretically, yeah, you could.
I'm doing that.
Okay, cool. So
because then it won't get an attack of opportunity, could it?
10, 15. No, it wouldn't. If you disengage from it, or do you have to? Hang on, I need to know the rules of disengage because I don't know if you have.
Yeah, do you have to already be in combat with it?
Do you have to be in combat range with it to do that, or can you just do that?
You could do dodge, can't you?
That gives them disadvantage on the attack.
Yeah.
Disengage.
Which is an option if you can't do disengage.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna fuck AI. I don't want to rely on that. That's stupid. Okay, let's have a look.
I ordered a new camera.
You ordered a new camera?
I ordered a new camera. It's arriving tomorrow.
Hang on. It's not really saying anything, so yeah, theoretically you can move up to it in its combat range, disengage and leg it if you wanted to. I'll let that happen, sure.
I would like to do that.
Yeah. If I'll read it up a little bit afterwards, but sure, I can't see anything at the moment.
Okay, so that's 10 feet of movement.
Mm-hmm. So your action is to disengage.
Yeah.
And then using the rest of your movement to flee into that room.
15. Yeah. So I'm gonna go inside first and see where I want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's something right in front of me.
You can see that it just seems to be a partition wall. Doesn't seem to be a door or anything.
Shit, it's not in here, is it? Doesn't look like it.
Make a perception check for me.
Okay, thank you. Perception. Manly noise.
Not mousy at all.
21.
21, nice. Looking around, you see that there are very scattered books and pages and ripped up things, and they all seem to, as it dawns on you, unfortunately, all seem to be leading back into the main bedroom that you were just in.
We have used 20 feet of movement, gang. Okay, let's use 10 more to go back to the creature. Why not? It's fine. What?
So
you could wait
I could.
yeah,
You're right.
you could stay there if you want.
away from the creature.
Because your action was to
Mm.
disengage. So if you come up in its combat range again, you do risk an
can't hit
opportunity attack if you walk away from it.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're engaging it in its combat range. You've disengaged it to run away. So if you come back, that gives it free range, basically.
Very well. Okay.
But if you wanted to wait there, you can also see that door as well that you can probably understand that leads back into the hallway you were just in.
Oh, how convenient. I'm gonna go that way.
How much movement have you got left? 5 feet, right?
I got another 10 feet, I think.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna open this door. Oh, hey, Vi, how crazy! Nice to see you. Long time no see.
So you see Jam like run into a room, go around, and then just come out of a door to the left of you.
Yeah, Jamfly says hi. Hi.
Hi. I think the stuff that we need is in there with the thing.
What thing?
The thing that we've. Another one of the things that we've been fighting.
Okay. All right. Yep, I got this.
And with that, Naren, it's your go. Oh wait, hang on, no, it's not. It's Garina's go. I know we're gonna go back and forth because it's fun. It's more fun.
This
so,
is fun.
Garina, what would you like to do? Your adversary is also like dashing straight towards you. It's roughly about 15-20 feet away from you now. Are you still running towards it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll keep you there on the map for now. And then
I'm gonna go hit it.
You lock with it as you just sort of like clash with each other. Go ahead and make some rounds of attack.
Okay. That is a 24 to hit.
Jesus Christ.
24 hits, yes.
That is right. Oh, let me count. All right. Okay, right. So that is poor start. 5 plus. Need that one and this one. 5 plus 1, 6. Is it magic?
You can technically, yes. It technically is a magical creature, so you can add.
Oh, that's better. That's 12 altogether.
12 damage altogether. Lovely.
And then I want to swing again.
Okay, go ahead.
Not as good. That is a 21 to hit.
21. That definitely hits.
Yeah. Oh, that's a much better roll. 13 plus. Oh! Plus 19. Oh! 25.
25 damage in total?
Yeah.
Oh my.
I rolled a 5 and a 6 and a 6 and a. No, I didn't roll a 5. I think I rolled something different, but I've already moved the dice.
Okay. Nice.
I'm done now, I think.
And you see like some of its tendrils come off, and then you just. And you see it's like what would I suppose be a jaw, just. It's like coming apart. With that, 84. It's your go.
Okay. Well, knowing that Boris has just created this noise and they're all going to be like heading past the window that I just went past.
Yep.
I'm going to like duck down
Nice.
to try and be as invisible as possible.
Go ahead and make a stealth check
by
for
this
me.
window. Yeah. Ooh, that's my worst stealth check I think I've done in a long time. Big sad.
It's gonna be like 29 or something, isn't it?
It's really not. Got a 6 plus 9, so 15.
Oh, that is the worst in a while, actually.
It's my worst in a while. It's
Worst
pretty
in a
bad
while.
for me.
But just
Not a
enough.
15, but
As you duck down, the creatures just go right on by. You don't seem to have drawn any attention or anything.
Excellent. I would like to go up to this door, and I want to just like pop my head out and around.
Okay. Going to make a perception
And
check
have
for me.
a little peek. Cool. I get automatic disadvantage, so for fuck's sake, that's a 1.
Well,
Well, it's a 2 because I have +1.
Right. You rolled a 1.
I
As
rolled
you
a
like
1.
peek your head out, all of a sudden you just hear like this like squeal, and you like look, and Boris is just trying to get your attention, be like, "Look at how good I did! See that? They're not even going to see us now. How wonderful! And that was all me, I tell you. What did I tell you? I carry you." And you just like filled with Boris's voice that you're just like looking at him, unsure what else to do, with a complete distraction. You don't really see anything in the hallway.
Excellent. Cool. That's also put me off as a player. Wonderful, stunning. Love that. Good. Distraction for both of us. Stunning. Excellent. Can I hear? I guess not because of my terrible perception. I was wondering if I could hear movement upstairs.
Yeah, your head is just filled with Boris chatting shit about how great he
Good.
is. Yeah.
Amazing.
There's not been too
Cool,
much
then I
commotion
can
upstairs
not-
enough for it to be heard just yet.
Okay, so I can't do the plan I was planning to do. Cool. Amazing. So I move 5, 10, 15. Well, considering my perception check has led to nothing, I guess she's just gonna go outside then of the room. Good.
Okay.
So 15, 20, 25. Oh yeah, and I think she's just going to do like, can I do can I do another like general perception of the room, or am I keeping with the same role I was doing before?
I guess
Now that I've moved into the space.
Because of like limited time with like combat stuff, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
What room are you wanting to check? The room ahead of you?
I'm sort of moving, like, because I've come out of obviously this room,
come out of, like, the
and so I've moved into the corridor, and I'm counting that as a separate room as itself.
Oh, you just want to like look in the hallway and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm moving from room to room.
Right. Okay.
And I'm not checking so much for things as I am for creatures.
Right. Okay. In that case, I'll freely say that once you step into this hallway, like looking around, you see that it is empty. There's no
clear.
creatures. Yeah, and
okay, great.
Even from like the view you can see as you're moving down this corridor, you can see into this like kitchen space. From the angle you can see at, there doesn't seem to be anything in there either.
Okay, great. Then I'm just going to message back to Boris and be like, okay, this corridor and the room in front of me are, I believe, safe to move around into. So I think we're okay to investigate the area. And I'm gonna message to Garina as well. Okay. To be like, whenever you're done with your fighty fights, you can come in through the main door because the corridor is safe. So yeah, you're good to come in.
Okay. As Garina, as you like hear this in your mind, almost as if like you want to go and reply, you just get distracted as this thing comes and just as it is, it's go next. So it is going to it's going to make 2 bite attacks on you. So the first one is a 23 to hit.
Absolutely.
So you take. Cool. Is that the right? That's the right. Cool. You take 10 points of piercing damage as it just sort of grabs you and just starts like biting into you. The next attack is a 16 to hit.
Meets it, beats it.
Nice. So you take another 11 points of piercing damage as it just and just starts ripping like into you and trying to like bite your axe and your hands and your arms. That is its. Oh, hang on. I need you to make a Constitution save for me as well.
Constitution save.
Yes. You do get advantage on this though.
I think I passed already. Oh well, I hope so. +7. 24.
24.
Wow.
Lovely. As you like stand in front of this thing and it starts like biting into you, you can feel its like odd, like symbiotic kind of skin start to like vibrate and almost like surround you, and you feel like something start to burn on your skin before it just sort of dissipates and doesn't seep too deeply in, so you're safe from whatever that was. And that is all it can do at the moment. Bear with me. Yeah, that's all it can do at the moment. So that's its go. Naren. Let's move on to Naren.
Hello.
There's like 3 different things happening right now.
Well,
so what would you like to do?
As we could hear the quacking, have we decided that message is a bonus action, by the way?
Yeah, I believe message because it's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
I'm basically counting
talking.
it as like a bonus action and talking because it's sort of like free,
Yeah.
but like to an extent, like there is a limit, but yeah.
Cool. Well, in that case, first things first, as I heard the quacking, I would like to be like, oh, well, the little one's probably around here. And I would message into 84's head.
Okay.
To be like...
Do you have to see them to message them? I don't think you do you?
No, it's 120 radius when you're familiar with the target.
Awesome.
You have to see them if you don't know them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you like to say?
I would like to say, well, hello, little one. If you happen to be near the house, Jam's in a very bad way, and we're upstairs. So, if you have any sort of feeling, that would be muchly appreciated.
Oh, hello. Yeah, me and Boris can both heal. Excellent. Right. Well, we are just downstairs. We are on our way. See you soon.
Then obviously I'm not going to cast it again because I'll be in action. Then I'll just like, brilliant. And in that case, I would then like to push my way past Jam and push him behind me.
Okay.
And saying, 84 and Boris are downstairs. They can offer you healing, darling. So I'm just gonna
exhausted Jam like.
I'm just gonna push Jam aside, and then I would like to enter the room.
Okay.
And I would like to push Jam behind me, so if I can like get him to move a little bit, and I realize that will use some of my movement at least.
I just step inside the door again, like just here.
No, I want you the other way.
You can't move.
I want
so
you
I'm
the
gonna
other
say
way.
if Naren is like forcibly pushing you, I want to say half your movement, but it's just like it's more of a like just behind you sort of thing. I'll say that's 10 feet of your movement used if you forcibly take Jam and put him behind you.
That's fine. Because then I'll just get in that room. Bosh. Because that's, what was that, 10 feet I just did there?
So are you going that way? If you go the other way, it'd be more...
I don't want to. You just came from an area that I'm like, that looks safe.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and then I go there. And then I'll go there. Oh, now I can see the creature. I would like to Eldritch Blast the creature, please.
Go ahead and Eldritch Blast the creature.
I didn't think I was going to get to it with the 20 feet. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, because obviously heard Jam go, "Oh fuck!" So, and he told me there's a rotter, so I'm like, I'm gonna go deal with this.
Yeah.
Nice. Bosh. That's not a nat 20. I just got really excited by a high number. But the first one's a 19, so it's +8, so that hits.
Okay.
Now I'm just gonna roll for the next hit.
Yep.
Which is another 19.
Hey, nice. If only you were a fighter.
I know, right? I'd be so good right now.
Double crits. That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so Bosh. So that, oh my god, that's a 10 + 5 on the first hit.
So 15.
And then that is a 9 + 5, so 14. So
15 and 14.
29.
29. Okay, lovely.
Yeah.
Coolio in the gang.
So yeah, I'm just see the creature. I'm just like, absolutely stay the hell away from my companions, and then just
Nice.
Yeah.
As you see it just, and as its attention is like drawn, you can see it like following where like Jam went, and as it like you appear from like the doorway, it sort of like locks onto you, and you see the tendrils just latch onto the ceiling and the floors, and just, and this thing looks. Make an Arcana check for me.
Yeah, it looks a bit different to the other ones. See, I didn't realize that. Arcana, you say? That is 19.
19. This, whatever this is, you can definitely tell that it's some kind of magical creature, but it seems more feral than the ones you've previously encountered, as if it may be stronger, but it's definitely more feral, to put it the best way. So it could be capable of anything, and it seems like this might not have a one-track mind like the others.
Okay.
So
interesting.
With that, it's Orin's go. Orin is just staying at the top of the stairs and just not moving at all, looking at Jam and like dabbing where like on himself where he can see your wounds and stuff, and he's just sort of like a little bit like, oh, but you see in his eyes that there's no like empathy or like sympathy there. It's just that he's pointing it out that you're hurt and it looks bad, and he can tell that it looks very bad. Top of the combat round, Boris. Let's go back to Boris.
Right.
This is going
Boris
to be a
boy.
bitch to edit because it's hopping back and forth between these
Yeah.
screens. It's great.
Right. Boris. Okay. How all of those stairs, like how much movement is those stairs requiring in order to get all the way up them? If you know what I mean.
So 5. So from the bottom, it'll be 5, 10, 15,
Yeah.
20, 25 movement, I think.
Okay. And
yeah, I think it's roughly 20, 25 feet.
30. Okay. So he can get up to about here. So I don't know whether he's at the top of the stairs or not now.
Wait, so where is?
If he
where
like, so he went from here.
Yeah.
And he went around.
Right.
And up because he's flying.
Oh, okay. So he'd be stopped right there basically because there's a wall. So they go up and right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you go up the stairs.
Right.
There's a wall there, and then you turn right, which would be basically like here. And then the top of the stairs is here, I believe.
Okay.
So from Jam's point of view, he just looks at the staircase and sees a duck.
Yeah,
hit
so
the
like
wall
as
and
Jam's
then
like
redirects.
looking down the hallway, and also as Boris like comes up, he can see the back of Orin as well, just like standing at the top of the stairs. And with all of that movement, if Boris wants to go all the way up, he flies up and he sees Jam just like standing in a doorway, bleeding and hurt and bruised.
Okay. Well, I mean, Boris needs you to come to him.
Yeah.
He needs to touch you.
I will put Boris on the other map, just so it's easier to visualize a second.
Because you won't understand Boris, so he can't like healing word you. like I can. So, that's the best he can do right now. Unless he dashes, in which case he can't heal you anyway.
Nah, you'll be fine.
Then he's used his So yes, he is on his way. But yeah, he's essentially gonna like land, and he's going to quack at you furiously. He's like, "I'm on my way to save you, don't you worry." He was like, "I have my orders." He was like,
So-
"As the carrier of this party."
So where Boris is now, he's like right by the side of Orin, and you can like see
Right.
him. Like you're fairly close to Boris right now, Jam.
Yeah. And he's going to like reach out this wing, and he was like, "God, why can't these people ever just come to me for once?" He was like, "Damn these tiny wings!"
Is he holding a healing action then?
Yeah, essentially
Nice.
he's essentially just going to hold cure wounds at
Okay.
2nd level.
So with spells and holding it, every round you hold it, if the spell doesn't get used, I need you to make a Constitution save to see if you can keep it like going, basically. Otherwise, the spell, if you fail, the spell just dissipates and like
That's fair.
you use it basically.
Fair.
Actually, no, you won't use the spell slot. You'll just like the magic just dissipates.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so since he's just holding it for like the first round, don't worry about the Constitution check for now. We'll see if Jam can get to him in time.
Cool.
So with that, these creatures come over here and they just run and keep running. Next up, fun. Next up is our friend over here. As
I see.
So that's where Boris is right now.
I understand
now. So Orin is basically like right here, and obviously you can see Jam as well.
Yeah.
So Naren, as you like blast this thing and its tendrils just, you see it immediately just like tilt its head, and again as you're like looking at it, you figure that as feral as this is, it's probably a little bit more intelligent than the others, because instead of charging you, you see it lift into the air with its tendrils dragging it up to the ceiling, and it just latches itself to the ceiling and just starts to like skitter along, and he's gonna go for you.
Nice.
He's gonna make two bite attacks against you. Yeah, so he's gonna make 2 bite attacks against you. First one is a 15 to hit.
Nope.
Okay. Second one, I'll use different dice. Oh, that's better. Is a 19 plus a lot. 19 plus 8. So that's 27.
Nah, TJ, don't joke with me like that. That's not hitting. Jesus Christ.
So you take it's a fairly decent one. 16 points of piercing damage, as it like crawls along the ceiling, like grabs a tendril around you, just like pulls itself down and just bites straight into your neck, and you can feel like this just necrotic deepness like sinking into you, as if like something is trying to like overwhelm you as this thing bites you. Don't have to do anything just yet. But it's used, so it's there. And it used a little bit of movement to get down to you as well. So it's 5, 10, 15. It's gonna pull itself back up onto the ceiling. You do get an attack of opportunity.
Say, is that leaving my?
Yeah, so technically it does leave your
love
combat
to.
range when it pulls itself back up.
1 second, because of course it's going to be my Eldritch Blast.
Of course.
That would be 14, which I imagine doesn't hit.
14 doesn't hit on this one, I'm afraid.
But then I rolled a 14 plus 8.
I believe with the opportunity attack, you only get the one. You only get the one strike and that's it.
But it's one action.
It's not
Oh,
one action, it's one
that would
strike.
make sense.
Yeah,
That would
it's
make
only one
sense.
strike you
So.
get as this fleeting
Okay,
movement. I'm
that's
sorry, I
okay.
know. So as it like pulls itself back up, you should instinctively fire a bolt, and it smashes through the ceiling, and it just sort of like nudges a little bit and skitters past you. 15, 20, 25, 30, and
Gross.
Jam, you can like hear this on the ceiling, and you look above you, and it's just like hanging from the ceiling right above you, and it looks like down at you. Seemingly, you are the first prey it's seen, and it's hunting you.
I hate that. Hey, no, stop that.
So,
Get some help.
with that, it is your go. It isn't within combat range of you yet because it hasn't yanked itself down to you. It's about 8 feet or so above you, so it's just outside your combat range.
How tall are these ceilings? Oh, it's fine.
They're about 10 feet tall.
Whatever.
Move back to Boris. Come to us. Come to the heels.
It's also like right
Come to the
there.
heels. Come to the heels. Come to the people that can make you not die.
Just gonna, no. But in a much more manlier way.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just gonna come over here, and you held an
Slap
action
you with a
to
wing.
heal,
I
didn't you?
did.
Yeah,
I held a heels. Slap you with a wing.
How many's?
Right. Let's roll them dice. And I held it at level 2, which is lovely. Aha. So you get a 5, a 4, and a plus. So you get a plus 12 of heals.
Hey, nice.
Hey.
A little bit of a better position.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
amazing. It's not as good as I would like it to be, but it's okay.
Listen, it's better than what I was at. It's like taking one of those 5-hour energy shots, you know?
It'll do for what it needs to do right now.
Yeah. Anyway, so that how much movement did I just do?
So
Was
that's
it like
5, 10, 15 if you're going
10?
10 feet up to there, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah, 'cause you were
another
yeah,
10.
you were in the doorway. That's fine.
Yeah.
You'll come back, okay.
I want to hit it.
Oh.
No, it is outside your combat range because it's on the ceiling.
Is there a chair I can stand on?
If you wanted to, how much movement have you used? Okay, so what I'll say, if you want to sacrifice your extra attack, I will let you jump towards it and like try and use the leverage of like the door frame if you want to attack it, but that will sacrifice at least your extra attack. So you only get 2 attacks. If you
2 swings, it's just swing, not swing.
No. So you'll sacrifice your extra attack, but you do get that 1 attack action where you 2-weapon attack. If that's what you want to do. Because there's no like leverage, there's no chair or anything around. But if you wanted to just like get a foothold on the wall and
could I instead just hold my action because it's clearly coming for me?
Yeah, if you wanted to, yeah, sure.
When it comes towards me, can I swing?
Yeah. If you want to hold your action for that, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just hold my action and wait for it to come to me before I swing.
Okay, good idea.
Because I feel like Jan would recognize, oh, this thing is coming for me.
Yes, as like even like behind you, you heard like Naren like cry out a little bit as it like bit into her, and it made its way away from her to get to you. So you know it's coming for you, basically.
Yeah. In fact, if it's, I might move in a bit more just so it's easier for the rest of us to hit as well.
That's fair. Okay.
So I'm coming in to here. Maybe one more to here, and then when it comes to me, I would like to swing. Is that right, or can I only go?
You can probably only go here, I'll say, because that's 30 feet right there. Because you went down, back again, and up.
Yeah, that's fine.
So yeah, sure. If you wanted to head into the room and you hold your action, in case it comes down to you, and it's as you're walking into this room as well, it's like watching you, almost like seeking you.
Yeah. Jam is also just keeping his eye on it. He's like, okay, I've had my energy drink. We're ready to go.
Love it. With that, with Jam's go, Garina, you're up next.
I would like to attack the thing again.
Need you to make a Constitution save with advantage for me.
Oh. That is a 24
Yeah, you're fine.
or a 24.
Wow. Okay. Nice. Yeah, you're completely fine.
So dumb. Cool. Right. First swing is a 15 to hit.
15 hits this one. Yeah.
Oh, thank God for that. Where's my 12? 14,
14.
18, 22.
22
on the
points of
first hit.
damage.
Yeah.
Good lord. Okay. Yeah, cool.
22. And then
Maths is-
second is a nat 20.
Hey.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's try and not make everything dark.
Let's try something else this time.
Importantly, it's just you there. So
True, yeah.
Yeah.
You won't be affecting anyone else.
14. That's 16 damage.
Okay, so how do you
And
before you pop off anything with the D4, how do you want to kill this thing? How does it look when
Oh!
Garina slices into this thing?
it's just very it's very quick.
Nice.
Like there's no finesse about it whatsoever. It's quite gross actually.
Nice. Amazing. You just hack it to pieces. Go ahead and roll D4 for me.
Oh dear God, please don't be a
Don't see
fool.
the darkness again.
And please don't. The first one will be really pointless. The second one will be pointless. Oh, 3 would be cool. It's a 1, which is Prince's Misery. Paralyze the target until the end of an ally's next turn. Brilliant.
As you like,
I've killed it and it's paralyzed.
as you like hack it to pieces, you feel the gems sort of like try and latch onto something, and you hear it just go, "Oh, that was a shame. I was so hungry."
Yeah, that was a bit late. Could have done that earlier.
You were too busy with the darkness, my dear.
Oh, fantastic.
As this thing like crumbles to pieces, as you're like having this brief conversation with the gem, you look over further on down like this dilapidated street, and where before you saw that large amorphous like shape moving in unison, you can see it's getting closer and louder and more animalistic, and it's closing in fast, and it's heading straight towards you.
Can I say to the gem, what the fuck is that?
I have no idea. But what a glory it would be.
I mean, I'm not sure if we can take on that one on our own.
You hear just like this like groan of reluctance, and you hear the voice, "Maybe another day," as it tapers out and whispers away.
Cool. I'm going to turn around and start running back
Okay.
to where my friends are.
So as you turn, Boris and 84 are gone. You don't see them, but you can try and get into the house if you need to.
I did tell her. I did.
That
Oh, yeah, you
inside.
did.
You are, yeah, that you're inside.
And tell you that I had investigated the inside.
Okay.
Is it the front door you said to go through?
Yeah, I told you that the front door was safe. I didn't check whether
front
it was
door's locked.
unlocked,
Yeah,
but
so
I told you it was safe.
As you look at the front door, you can see there are various things barricaded against it. So yeah.
Can I swing the axe down on them?
I'm gonna say that's probably gonna be an action, so not right now.
Oh yeah, we're in initiative. Yeah, that's fine.
You can definitely do that on your next go, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you kill the thing by any chance?
Yeah.
Well then,
it's Garina.
I'm proud.
Wait, I was 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh no, 25. That is there. Yeah, I wouldn't bother. I can't reach the window anyway.
Okay, cool.
Or could I this way? Oh, I can this one.
Can you get in there?
Yeah. Wait. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm stuck on the window. 25.
Hey, nice.
I'm in!
Woof.
Yay!
I do not fall in with grace.
84. Actually, from the angle that you are, I'm pretty sure you can like just about see like into that room as you
Yay.
just see like a red-headed dwarf just like tumble into the room, covered
like,
in just like
"Traitor,
black viscera.
you
Hello,
made it!
84.
Ew! What happened to you?
It's dead. Don't worry. There's a huge one coming though, so we need to find our friends and get the fuck
Oh.
out of here.
Well, they're upstairs. I need to go up though, because Jam's hurt
It is
and
84's go, by the
needs
way. So
needs healing. Great. I'm gonna go upstairs and go heal Jam.
Meet you up there.
so
Yeah.
Osh, and then
Oh,
84, you are.
Oh, right, you've moved me upstairs.
Yeah,
Grand.
sorry.
Thank you. I was like, I have vanished. What's happened?
Where am I? Okay,
Oh.
bear with me just
I'm
a
just
sec.
joining the
This
party.
is
Jam's
such
run
a pain
away.
in the ass. But it's all good. So, how much movement did you want? You want to get to the top of the stairs next to Boris, or did you want to go a little bit further into the hallway?
I don't know which room. I'm gonna message into Jam's head and be like, which room did you go into? Where are you?
The one on the left.
Right, Ringo Starr.
That one.
The one on the left.
Yeah,
The one on the
you'll
left.
you'll know when you get to the doors which one I'm in.
Mentions nothing about the monster.
Be careful.
You'll know.
Yeah.
So right now, where are we? If I okay,
Sure.
so the things there. So yeah, there you go.
Can I? I'm assuming I can hear the ruckus.
You can hear something growling in the room. It's not like roaring or anything, but you can definitely hear something growling. And as you like come into this doorway, you look up and you can just see like dangling above you this humongous creature, similar to the ones you saw downstairs running past you, but this one looks far more broken and feral. And it's
Gross.
dead-eyeing Jam. Like you walk in, it's dangling above you. It doesn't even look to see you walk in. It's just focused and honed on Jam.
Great. Good. Right. Good. Excellent. How much movement did it take me to get up the stairs? Did you say?
So from the bottom of the stairs, that would have been 25 to where Boris is. So 25, 30.
I've used my full movement,
okay,
so I
you'd
can't get any
be
further.
there then.
Okay.
From the bottom of the, oh wait, yeah. So you from the bottom of the stairs, yeah. So that's 30 feet right there.
Because I was already on the stairs. I wasn't at the bottom. I was on the stairs.
Bear with me a second. I know which square you were on. So you were. Oh yeah, you were there. Okay, yeah, my bad.
on
so
the
yeah,
steps.
you would be there then.
Sweet.
Well,
I can't get to you to give you a cure wounds. However, I can throw you a healing word. Right. Okay. Let's do a healing word then, which isn't quite as good, but we will do it anyway because evil monsters are trying to murderize you. So,
Let's kill your dad.
Yep, let's healing words you.
Is that a that's a spell like slot, isn't it?
Not a spell slot. Yep, it's a spell slot. So it would be my action. So that is 2 3s plus my charisma, which is also a 3. So 3, 6, 9. So that's 9 points of healing. And the healing word is stop doing dumb shit and getting yourself hurt. And then for my bonus action, I am going to give you some bardic inspiration, which is going to be attached to that healing word. So the healing word doing the stop doing dumb shit and getting yourself hurt is also going to be the bardic inspiration. So
what does that do?
So your bardic
D4.
inspiration, you get a D4, which
any
you can
ability or attack roll, right?
Yeah, so you can you can throw that into saving throws, attacks, or ability checks, essentially.
I believe you have to say you're using it before you roll.
Yeah,
You
so you have to
do.
declare you're using it before you know the outcome of your roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have
Cool.
to you basically roll the d4 with the d20 if you want to use it, basically.
Yes.
I have
But
already put it next to my d20 for my next roll.
But considering
Nice. Good shout.
considering you are currently being targeted, I feel like you are probably the one that needs it the most.
Thank
Currently.
you.
Yeah.
Currently. Right, that is me done. I don't think I have anything else I can do now
Okay.
that I've done all that. Yeah, that's me done. So
As you cast this spell, doesn't even look at you, but like above you, you can like feel the vibration, and as you cast the spell towards Jam, you see this thing's insides glow just like a red, purple, blue, and then settle just a little bit, and you start to see its skin smoothen and sort of smoothen over where the wounds might have been from Naren's damage.
So any magic we cast near it
What level was that, by the way?
heals it.
Was it level 1?
Level 2.
Level 2. Oh.
Level 2.
I don't like that.
Yeah,
I don't like that either.
So, from here on, if you cast a spell around this thing, I need you to declare what level you're casting it at, so I know for certain things. As you see, it's just like
Oh.
its wounds start to close just a little bit.
Fuck's sake.
Oh.
You need to come out of the room if we heal you now.
Yeah.
Because I ain't healing this thing as well. Bullshit.
Okay,
like
so
it.
with that, Naren, it's your go.
Ooh. I have a lot of stuff, but it would all hurt us right now.
I was gonna
So,
say, damage areas aren't the best in a small room.
yeah, I'm like, my
Area
damage
of
area
attack.
is this room.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what? I've got a little thing called banishment,
Oh.
which I think I might do. So if you wouldn't mind trying to succeed a charisma save for me.
Charisma save, yeah?
Yep, 16.
Natural 20.
Fuck me.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Holy shit. I would take a picture, but my phone's over there on charge.
Try to do something different.
It was a good shout, though. It was a
God
really good
almighty.
shout. Fair play. As you go to what level were you casting that at?
Oh, it's just the most I have, so it's 4th level.
4th level? Okay.
Yeah. Warlocks, baby!
That
Yeah,
thing is
baby!
now fully healed. Excellent.
I mean, it's fine.
Cool. Lovely. As you shoot this spell towards the creature to banish it, there's like a shimmer as the spell dissipates, and you like feel a strain in your hand, and then you see that glow again, and you see it like its tendrils strengthen and thicken, and it latches onto the ceiling and the floor and the walls around it, and it's seemingly like flowing a little bit before focusing back on Jam, and you can now see where your Eldritch Blast like left pieces and holes in it. They're now covered, but still slight damage on it, but definitely not as much as there was.
Yeah.
Guys, it's being healed due to magic.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
So
I like
with
it.
that, it's Boris's go next.
Right. Okay. Well, the only thing Boris can do is magic. He's pretty useless otherwise. Unfortunately. Unless he's going to hiss at it. Which doesn't do any damage. It's for intimidation purposes only.
Can I retcon what I said to, because obviously I know it hurt when Eldritch Blast, can I retcon what I said to be, it heals with non-damaging magic?
Yeah, sure. If you want to say that, sure. Yeah.
Cool, yeah, we'll go with that. I've said that now. There you go.
How
So
loudly?
now,
How loudly
Boris
did you
is-
say that?
well, I've said it out loud, so like
Yeah,
anyone
so
in
Boris
the
would
vicinity
definitely
will
be able
hear
to hear
me.
from down the hallway for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So if he's got like I don't know, cloud of daggers,
I
then
mean,
that might work.
he doesn't, but he does have inflict wounds, which
Ooh.
does horrible amounts when it's at second level.
Yes, it does.
So, right, Boris, my sweet child. Right. 1 second. Let's just check that it won't do damage to anybody else before I do that.
I
I
believe
don't think
it's just an
will.
attack, isn't it? An attack roll.
Yeah,
and
I'm just checking.
That's fine. I'm pretty certain it's just a single target, but definitely check just in case
Yes.
it's not.
Yes, I'm
'Cause that
I'm
could
just
kill
checking.
everyone.
Yeah, it really could. I'm just checking.
Yeah.
Okay, no,
I'm
I
in
just
It is just a
danger.
single target, love.
yeah, I
Love.
do have to make a
Awesome.
melee attack though, so I have to go
Yes,
up
you
to
have
him
to
and
be
attack.
within its you have to be within its combat range, but Boris can fly, so
So he can. So he's going to. Oh, I have to go through the fucking door. There we go. So yeah, he's gonna fly up to its level.
Yep.
And he's just gonna be like, "Stop picking up my friends, you tentacled bastard!"
Go ahead and make an attack roll for me. It's so
Sure,
feisty today.
I love Boris.
This is great.
So that is a 16 plus 2, so 18.
18 hits.
Lovely. That's what we love to hear. And you cast a spell using a second slot.
What level are you casting this
Higher. At level 2.
Level 2, okay.
The damage increases by 1d10. So that is 4d10 damage. Let's find 4d10s. Shall
Go
we?
ahead and roll all of that and then subtract 6 from it for me.
Subtract 6.
Yes.
Okay. I have to find 4d10s first. I have to remember what they look like.
They're the little spinny top ones. I like
Spinning
them.
tops.
I like spinning them.
Yep, that one. That one.
I agree, you know.
That one. My brain is working on a weird level today, and we're just gonna have to roll with it.
And she said, I couldn't agree more.
I felt that. I felt when she said
It spoke to me on a spiritual level.
It really did. It resonated.
Okay.
Changed my life.
Okay. So. And then you said take 6.
Yep.
So 18 points of damage.
18
And then
points of
I
damage.
have to do my spell attack bonus. 8. So 18, then plus 5. So that's 23. And that's
Oh.
after I took the 6 away.
Amazing.
So 23.
As you
There we go.
latch on to this creature, and you Boris seeps this energy into it, and it just fills it. And you can see the inside glowing, but it's slightly dimmed a little as it can't heal enough with the damage that's being caused. It's confusing it, and it sort of like screeches a little bit and kicks against Boris, but he's not looking too bad. Looking a little beat up, and you can see its skin changing colors and like decaying now, but still focused.
5, 6. Why did I count that like that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh. 35, 40. He's just going to move out of its way a little bit. There we go.
Okay, cool.
Considering he had 10 feet left.
He is going to have an opportunity attack on Boris as he flies away.
That's fine.
He's within range.
Yep.
That is a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well and
so
truly, yeah.
Boris takes. Oh, oh, owie. Boris takes 19. Sorry, yeah, 19 points of piercing damage as he flies away, and the thing
Ew.
grabs him with its tendril,
Yeah.
just drags him back and like serrates its teeth along the side of him and throws him back.
Ew. Grim. Pretty grim. Oh, not
Yeah.
that. 1 second. Maths. Oh, fuck's sake, maths. one- Oh! Ooh! Ow! Already hot.
Oh
Pretty
no.
hot. Shit.
As you see like
Oh.
feathers, everyone sees feathers just like falling from the ceiling as Boris just like gets thrown across the room. Next up is the rotter on the ceiling as it looks at you, Jam, and sort of like hones in on you. You can see its tendrils like quivering and vibrating a little bit, and it's going to make one tendril attack on Naren, but it's going to make its main bite attack against you.
So it's coming towards me, you say?
Yes, so you get an attack on it.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Are you approaching me?
Are you approaching me, good sir? Well, in that case, swing, swing, swing.
So you roll your attack first, and then I'll do its round of attacks.
Okay. I'm adding my +4.
Ooh.
My D4 thing.
Cool.
Thank fuck I did. Okay. So that is a 16 to hit.
16 to hit. 16 just hits.
Oh, okay. I'm not prepared for fighting.
You should be. You're a fighter.
I was
I
about to
know.
say, isn't that a key element of your character?
Listen,
name's
what
in
I
the
really
class.
mean is I could not find the dice that I needed to roll for the damage. Oh, nice. 7, 8, 9, 10.
10.
10 points of damage for my first one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do another
Mr.
one.
Cojones over here.
It is an action because you've held the action, so you get the full range of attacks.
That's a 19.
Hey, nice. Okay.
Crit.
On my lower hit one, but it's fine. We're still doubling it. Oh, okay, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13.
So you
Points of
just
damage.
dice damage on the second one, yeah?
Is it just dice damage on the
Yes,
second one?
no-
Because it's even on.
On the second,
I thought I didn't add the.
No, on the second offhand swing, you don't add any modifiers. You just do the dice damage, the main dice, and then obviously
Oh,
because it was a crit, you double that dice damage.
Yeah, you double that.
Yeah, you still double it. You just don't add any modifiers to
Fine.
the second swing.
then just 10.
Just 10. Okay, lovely stuff. And your last swing, please, sir.
I miss.
Oh no! As you, the second swing, you carve across it as it lunges towards you, and you hear this like screech, almost the same screech you heard from outside when Boris cast that thaumaturgy, except this one's more rattly, and you see the walls start to vibrate and debris come down and dust start to settle on the ground. It From that second swing, you really hurt it, and it's looking real fucked.
Good.
As it takes these hits from you, it sort of weaves its way around, and it's going to make its first tendril attack on Naren. That is
I'm not into that.
Maths. 17 to hit.
No.
No. Okay, so it misses Naren. It's like still staring at Jam. Naren, you see a tendril just go past your head and smash into the wall beside you. And it's going to make its bite attack against Jam. That's a 15 to hit.
Oh no, just misses.
Oh, nice. As it lunges towards you, you carve it with both of your weapons, and it's looking real bad. It's looking real hurt. So with that, Jam, it's your go.
Can you guess what I'm gonna do?
Talk diplomacy.
It is at the end of its turn, as it like lunges towards you, it is dragging itself
Hey.
back up to the ceiling each
Hey,
time.
you didn't say that just now.
Well, I'm saying it now.
You, but you didn't say that before my turn started, TJ.
Hey, the amount of shit I let you guys get away with, okay? So as it like
Can
reels
I
back,
grab it to stop it from going away?
go ahead and make dexterity save for me. Actually, a contested dexterity save. I'm gonna roll, and then you're gonna roll, and I'll tell you what you got to beat.
What's my
You've got
dex?
to beat. Hang on, maths. You've got to beat a 14 dexterity save.
I win. I rolled
Oh,
an 18.
hey! As it like reels back to pull itself up on the up onto the ceiling, you manage to like grab one of its tendrils and just yank it down, so it like stays
Yeah.
just within range for. I'm gonna say it's gonna be within range for one attack. So make it count.
One attack.
Yeah. So a single. You can do it the actions if you need to, but a single swing, you are perfectly within range as you grab it quickly, lunge it down to the ground, and you get the one before it reels itself back up again.
Okay.
Make
We'll
this one
see.
count, boy.
I hit it!
What did you roll?
I rolled a 17,
Nice.
so
Yeah.
yeah.
Amazing. Go ahead, roll damage.
I would like to pin down its tendril with my sword. I
Okay.
want to like
Oh, and just keep it there.
yes.
Okay. Interesting. I like it.
I don't want it to go away. I want to hit it some more.
I'm all right. I'm gonna say, since you've rolled your attack anyway, you use your. I'm gonna say you're gonna sacrifice your other two attacks to take your sword, because it's that would be classed as an action. So you're lucky I'm letting you do this. So as a sacrifice to your other two attacks, you'll know why I'm doing this in a second. You stab its tendril into the ground. It's locked there, and you take out your weapon as a first attack. Go ahead and roll damage. Add your modifiers, because it still counts as the first attack. So you've hit it. You've stabbed it into the ground. Now, roll the damage.
What am I rolling? Sorry,
The
I'm rolling damage.
Yeah, damage for your first attack.
Ew. Is that that's the D8? Okay. Are you the D8? No. Where have you gone? I've lost it again.
Oh,
What
no.
the fuck?
Sure, it's like the one dice you need.
Oh, I got it. Okay. 4, 7.
Exactly what you needed. How do you want to do this? That's exactly the amount you needed as well.
Okay.
I wish the microphone would pick
Honestly,
this up.
me too.
Yeah.
I'll insert clapping noise
Yeah.
here.
Yes.
Yeah.
As it
Yes.
lunges down to the
Yeah.
ground, you drag its tendril. You go to swing, and you second guess yourself, and you're like, you stab it into the ground to keep it where it needs to be. And how do you want to end this creature?
Okay. Instead of use my sword to like pin the tentacle, so I'm going to just swing up with my axe. I want it to, like, its jaw to come off.
Okay, amazing. As you swing up, and you just see like half its head go, its jaw just dislodged. The dimming of the eye, that glowing in the center of its face, just starts flickering. You can see its like rainbow interior almost going nuts, like a strobe effect, as it tries to heal and build itself back together, but just can't, because it doesn't have the energy. And you just see it dim into a dull blue as its face just crumbles. You see its tendril weaken. It falls to the ground at your mercy in a clump of weakness on the ground. You see its eye dim, and it's just a black, writhing husk on the ground. Well done.
Ew. Gross. But yay.
Yay!
Yay.
So-
Anyway, let's find the stuff that we need to find, huh?
Yep.
Investigating! Yay!
So, hang on a second.
Investigating
Hang on.
time.
Garina still needs to get upstairs. Actually, you're in the house, so that's
Yes.
fine. Okay, so what we'll say is the house is clear. So we are
Yeah.
currently out of combat right now. So, as Garina, you tumble in, you see 84 run upstairs, and you hear just the most ungodly commotion you can think of, with clashing of like steel. You can hear magic being popped off, and you hear like a stab in the ground as you're like slowly making your way upstairs. And as you like turn into the room, you just see this giant humanoid figured writhing black husk on the ground, and it's at Jam's feet, and Jam's sword is lodged in one of its tendrils. What would you all like to do?
We'll look around for the stuff and things.
I was about to say,
Yeah,
can
we'll
I
find the
heal?
stuff and things.
Yeah, can I heal Jam first, please?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's all. I suppose that'll be quite nice.
Can we give Jam some healies?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. Come here.
Might be dangerous for going
Come
down
here,
the
boy.
stairs.
Come here. Let's
Okay,
do
I'm
some.
here.
Let's do some cure wounds.
It is at this point, as you're casting this, you can hear the screeches and roars from like a single rotter coming closer, and you start to hear a cacophony of screeches and roars. And just outside the mansion, you can hear it getting closer until, as you hear multiple bodies clash against the side of the mansion walls. Whatever it was coming for you has arrived.
We gotta
Okay.
be quick about this.
Don't
worry about healing me for now. Let's just find the stuff and then we can go.
No.
I'm looking for it.
Others investigate while I heal Jam, because
Okay.
Jam looks bad.
So whoever wants to investigate, go
I
ahead and
don't
make an
look as bad
investigation
as I
check
looked
for me.
before.
Yeah, I don't care. If who needs heals right now? Who is really bad right now?
Damn.
I'm probably
Are you the only one who is really low?
I mean, I'm not
been hit,
really
but I'm
low,
not really
but
low. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm
cool.
about halfway.
Okay.
19 investigation, by the way, TJ.
19 investigation. Is anyone else wanting to investigate?
I will investigate.
Go ahead, Garina.
It is a nat 1.
Oh.
Oh, it's so on form, but it's really sad. As you're just like looking at this thing, like kicking it a little, you're just like not really knowing what else to look for. You just are mesmerized with this
No.
giant husk on the ground.
I'm just like, oh.
Naren, as you're like looking around, you head back into the bedroom where this thing came from, and you notice by the fireplace there's a fairly large bookcase, and Orin sort of creeps in the room and points, and doesn't really know how to communicate what he needs to, but you look, and with an investigation of 19, you see that 6 of the books on this bookshelf have golden binders on them, like gold binded tips. And a lot of these books are like scarred and charred and broken. But you notice that 6 of the books, the ones with the golden binders on them, are the only ones with their dates completely intact. And I will list some off for you that you notice, because you're going to want to write these down.
Oh, puzzles. I'm dumb.
Do you want me to write down some things?
You can write down things if you want. I'm also writing down things. So...
Cool. So everyone wants to write them down. Listen up closely. One of the books is called The Tales of the Sea, 815 PD.
How is Tails spelt?
As in the story,
like...
Tales.
And what was the date?
815 PD. Let me know when you're ready to continue.
Yep.
Another book is called The Chosen Word. 1001 PD. Another book is called The Golden Crow's Nest. 977 PD.
Sorry, my brain did a dumb and forgot how to spell nest. What was the date, sorry?
977 PD.
977 PD.
Another book is called
Cool.
The Great Beyond. And that's 764 PD.
1 second.
No worries.
How the fuck do I spell beyond?
BEY.
BEYOND.
Yep.
And what was the date?
764 PD.
And that one was just called The Great Beyond.
That was just called The Great Beyond, yeah.
Sorry, is that 764 PD or is it 764?
764 PD.
764. Cool.
The next one is Maven's Theory. Maven spell MAVYN''S. Theory. And that is dated 413 PD.
Ooh. That's all of them, right?
And the last book is called Mimi's Wish. Mimi spell MIMI''S. Wish. And that is dated 912 PD. And that's the last book that you can see.
Nice. 912 PD.
Yes.
Cool.
Also, Naren, with your 19 investigation check, as you're like looking around the room underneath the bed, there seems to be a fairly like long and rounded bottom vial. It's fairly small, full of red and purple glittery liquid.
Yoink.
You can add a filter of love in your inventory.
Ooh, fancy.
And
to
filter of love.
Yes. And one last thing to 84's joy, as you pull it out from some of the debris, some of like the books and things have fallen off. You pull out a strap that you see, and you pull a bag that you see, and it looks vaguely similar to a bag you used to own. It's got
a new
different
bag of
designs.
holding.
It's got different designs on it, and it's got different filigree, and it seems very nature-based. But this looks very similar to a bag you used to own.
That's nice. I'll put that on my hip.
Holding.
You have a new bag of holding you can add to your inventory.
Isn't there something? There's something really important in there, maybe.
Oh, it's not the exact bag. It's just a bag of holding.
Oh, that's not okay. Then I take all the shocked expressions back.
No, we still have to go to the astral plane to.
Yeah, you still got to go retrieve that.
Yeah, we really need that.
Yeah.
That's everything you find like around the room, but those books are what you see. They're golden binded, and they're the only ones with their dates intact.
Cool. And if I try and move any of these books, does it end up looking like there's a mechanism behind them?
As like you're moving, as you want to like take them out of the bookshelf and like look behind them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So as you're like taking them out, there seems to be where on a specific shelf, it seems to be like the second from the top, there seems to be pressure plates. 6 pressure plates underneath all of the books.
Cool. Do any of them feel like different weights?
Make a perception check for me. Or investigation, it's up to you, depending on how long you want to like spend on this, because you can hear like windows like clattering and things downstairs.
Roger's trying to get in.
I will do investigation. I only got 8.
8. It's very hard to tell whether this is like a weighted thing or something else. Given how like hefty some of these books are, it's very difficult to determine if any of them are different weights or not.
Okay. 84, you read a lot of books, right?
Yeah. That's the thing I do.
Take a look at these for me and tell me what you think. If there's a certain order they might go in, or
I mean, we could arrange them by date.
We could definitely arrange them by date.
Oh, let's do that.
Cool, we'll do that.
So.
Because these dates confuse the ever-living fuck out of me.
So.
I'm looking at all this like it don't make sense.
So let's do youngest to oldest. So I'm guessing youngest being 413 and oldest being 1001.
Mm-hmm.
So being maybe first and then the chosen word last.
It then go. I've already done the math. If you want me to do it for you,
Right.
Aries, you star.
Yeah, because I'm guessing Maven's theory first,
then it's the Great Beyond.
Beyond, yeah.
Then it's the Tales of the Sea.
Then
it's
Mimi's Wish. Golden Nest.
Golden, yeah, Golden Crow's Nest, and then the Chosen Word.
Chosen Word. Yeah.
Is that the order you're putting them in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. As you hear click, and you hear the bookcase open up from something.
Wait.
Amazing.
As you
look
behind the bookcase, you open it up. It screeches along the ground. You look, and buried in this wall behind the bookcase is a very hefty-looking safe, and the mechanism that you can see where the code should be is constantly shifting, just as if like it's changing locks, and you can see like sparks of magic, as if. Go ahead and make an Arcana check, actually, for me.
Who's making the Arcana check?
Anyone that wants to, as they're seeing this.
Sure.
Oh,
I would like to.
9.
9. You're unsure about how this exact mechanic works.
Everything else I rolled just then was really high.
26.
26.
Fucking Christ.
26.
As you're like looking at this, 84, you realize that your tools probably could do the job, but you would have to be very careful, because as you're looking in this mechanism, you can see like inside the lock sparks of magic, different colors, and you start to realize that the mechanisms inside the lock is shifting realms, dimensions. It's going back and forth. There's a different lock that comes in each time, and it's morphing as a protective element to this safe.
Can I pick up the safe?
It's buried inside the wall, so you'd need to like grab out of the wall.
I was about to say, can we stop the mechanism from moving anyway? Is there something?
Orin sort of like walks in and looks at the safe, and you can see his eyes sort of like widen with like recognition, and he sort of looks and points to the safe. And he looks at you, Naren, and he just like somberly just looks, and he holds out his hands, his empty hands, and goes, "I'm sorry.
You don't know how or don't have to. Okay.
I'm willing to give it a go.
I was gonna say, I've got a bunch of tools I can give to Orin if he can do it. You can give it a go if you want.
I'm willing to give it a go. It's just not gonna be easy.
No, but that's why I was wondering if the man who made it possibly could
The whole thing moves.
You see him like looking around the room like frantically, not really knowing where to look, and he's thinking and confused, and he looks, and he sort of looks towards the fireplace a little bit and back.
Can I check to see whether on this box there's any other, like, you said it's in the wall,
Yeah, so
right?
it's like built into the wall.
So there's only one face that's actually available.
Yeah. So there's like the front of it, and that's all you can see at the moment. The rest of it is in like in the building.
Okay. Is there any like symbol or anything on it that like I can see that corresponds with anything in the room?
No, it's fairly blank. It's the central mechanism. It looks as if it's like made of like hard steel. It's like a black metal of some kind. and this mechanism just sort of glows within.
Well.
He was looking at his hands.
Mhm.
I want to do this, but
Okay.
can I try and prick his finger, get a little bit of blood,
Sure.
and put it on the mechanism?
Okay. So you go up to him, and are you just doing it, or are you asking?
I'm gonna be like, weird theory, might be completely wrong, but you don't seem to be all quite there right now. By any chance, if you made this, you have potentially done something alchemy-wise and put your blood as
You
as
see
a
him
key.
like reel back as you say blood, and like his eyes go
Yeah.
like as if you're
Oh, it's
threatening
maybe
him.
no. Like, and I show him and I prick my finger with like the end of my knife to be like this amount, like, little bit, tiny little bit.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Sure. Persuasion, 19.
19. As you're like demonstrating this, the rest of you hear clashes and smashes from downstairs. The windows are now caving in, and you hear like crumbles and thudding against the walls as you sort of like demonstrate this prick to Orin, and he holds out his hand and just
Excellent, thank you. And I do like the tiniest little prick on the end of his finger, and then I just like put his finger up to the box.
Okay.
And just
as
like
you,
put his blood.
As you like put his blood close, you see the wound on his finger, you see it drawing. And the blood seeps into the mechanism, and you see like a red circle, and then circles within circles glow on the front face of this thing, and the flickering and sparking of magic slows. You see in the mechanism it hasn't stopped, but it's slowed. And Orin looks at you. Make an insight check for me.
Okay. Sure. Inside.
Heal me, by the way, Katie.
Yeah.
How much did you heal? Because I don't think I jotted it down.
14. I sent it in the chat.
Oh, sorry, I did not see.
No, it's okay. It's because everybody was doing things and I didn't want to interrupt, so I just wrote it down.
Cool.
So insight 16 plus 6, so 22.
22. As you're like looking at Orin, he's like almost like you feel like he's trying to like speak, but he just doesn't feel comfortable yet, and he's like looking at you as if to say, "Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, go now, go."
Okay,
do it."
okay. Yep. And I am now going to try and use my tools to unlock the case.
Okay, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check for me.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hey, TJ.
Yes.
Whilst they were doing that whole thing, you said he looked at the chimney. Could I have
like the
gone up to
fireplace
that
bit,
to
yeah.
like investigate that? Is it like stone and stuff?
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Cool. I want to investigate if there's like any loose bricks or anything, because there might be a key in there.
Okay.
Super secret way out.
Super secret way out. Oh yeah, that's a thing.
That would be really nice.
Cool. So yes, investigation. Unnatural 20.
Natural 20. As you're like looking at this fireplace and like examining it, it is a stone fireplace. And there's like a moment where you're just about to write it off as just a normal fireplace. And you double take a second, the embers that are still burning, you feel that a place this old the embers should be gone. And you look at them and they're briefly like sparking green and orange and red and purple. And you look and you just part them just a little bit, and they don't hurt. They're not hot. But beneath all of the coal and all the rubble and the debris of this fireplace, you're fairly certain with your experience, and you are experienced with these, this is a teleportation device.
Yeah.
This is a magical teleportation
Yes.
device for emergencies, perhaps. And Orin sort of like looks at you, Naren, like afraid that you found this, and sheepishly just sort of like backs away from the safe a little bit, as if there's shame of some kind.
All I can say, TJ, is I really am fucking glad I have a +9 in sleight of hand because I got 3 fucking 8s. I have put it in the chat. I rolled 3 8s.
Woof.
And so I am glad I have +9 in sleight of hand because I fucking needed it. And so I hope 17 is fucking good enough.
17. As you
17.
as you like put your tools in, you sort of fiddle with it, and you realize almost immediately this lock
Bloody hell.
is not a normal lock. And as you're trying to
Oh.
figure it out, you see the spark, and your tools just crumble and snap because the shifting happens again and again. It starts getting faster.
I have a second try.
At its current pace, yes. Go ahead and roll one more time, and then it will start to morph as it normally was. You see the circle starting to dissipate now.
Thank fuck for that. It's a 19.
19. As you
19.
you take some of your other tools. How many tools do you have, by the way?
I have 3.
3. Okay, so
I have 3 sets. So I've gone.
Was that including the one that's just
broken
snapped?
one?
Yep. So you've got 3
yeah.
left.
I've yeah.
Right. Okay.
I've got a set if you need it.
So as you're like
excellent
pulling these tools,
I need to buy more. I'm running out.
As you're pulling these tools in, you get a little bit of a foothold, and then you realize like the end of it is starting to change. You probably could continue very quickly, but all of you need to do something. There may need more blood, and the mechanism is starting to shift even more, and you can feel it as well. That each shift, it's never the same mechanism twice. There's infinite combinations of mechanism, and without this slowing, it's going to be very, very difficult.
Does it have to be his blood? Yeah. Does it have to be his blood? Can it be anybody's blood?
You don't know.
I'll just stand next to it. I'm already bleeding profusely.
I was going to say, can I see the struggle going on?
Oh yeah, you can see you can see like 84 trying to figure out the lock. You saw tools snap.
We've seen the blood thing.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna be like,
and the circles are slowly dissipating.
Right, cool. I would like to go over to Orin and be like, so sorry, and just slice his hand and just put it against the safe.
Okay, so as you I need you to go make a constitution save for me.
Shit.
Because surely it's gonna shift drastically with that amount of blood change as well.
Constitution save. 17.
17. As you slice Orin's hand, you grab his hand, you put it onto the safe, and the ring.
I said sorry.
Now bear with us a sec.
Oh.
The rings start to like glow even heavier and heavier, and they almost like fill the room full of this red light. And as you're like holding his hand on the safe, Orin looks at you, and you lock eyes, and in your head you just hear, "I really wish you hadn't have done that." And you feel the rings. I need you to make a strength save for me because you can feel his blood wrap around your arm and like entangle you. You need to beat a 18.
Oh,
I got an 18.
You got an 18.
I got an 18.
As you're like holding and you can see the blood tendrils wrapping around your arm, and you just sort of like move away a little bit, and the looseness as you like pull away from Orin's hand allows him to sort of go back, and you can see him now, the confusion going back into his eyes. The mechanism just stops for a second. 84, I need you to make a sleight of hand check, and this is you don't know how long this is going to last, but it's completely stopped.
Okay. Oh. That's what we needed right now.
Then that's your
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So I got an 8 on my advantage or disadvantage dice, and then I got a 7 and a nat 20 on my, it's a high or a low number.
What's it total of?
Nat 20 plus 9, so that's a 29.
as you already had your tools in this
Beautiful.
lock, as the thing shifted and you could see the glow happen, and you see that exchange with Orin and Naren, and it seems intense, and the blood seeps in, and you can feel on your tools the mechanism just and lock in place, and you just immediately kick into gear. You know what you have to do. This lock seems fairly familiar to you, and as you like push in and you wrangle it, the magic, the rings, and the front-facing face of the safe just shimmers away. And inside, in the very center of this safe, is a bag that has very thin red roots coming off of it from the inside. And also, it seems very many other bags of coin. Boxes and bags and sacks of coin inside this safe. And that's the only thing you see in it.
Cool. I'm gonna open up my little satchel and I'm just gonna be like, yoink! And I'm just going to like claw arm, bring it all just into my bag and be like,
Nice.
we'll deal with this later. Time to leave.
Everyone into the fireplace.
Yeah.
As you scoop up everything, Orin's still like looking at his hand, confused, and like you see his
Like,
eyes flicker a little bit, like not light-wise, just like blinking, and
it was like, we'll heal you later. Don't worry. We got it. It's fine. It's fine.
Naren, make an insight check as you all launch yourselves towards the fireplace.
That is 16.
16. As you all come towards the fireplace, Orin's still like examining his hand, and he like tips it a little bit, and blood drips onto the where the coals were, where you unveiled this device at the bottom, and you see it glowing this like reddish purple glow, and it starts to envelop you all. And Gus just like launches himself in, hangs onto Garina's
God,
legs.
Gus is here.
Yeah, Gus is here.
Gus is always here.
He is.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
Never know when he's gonna pop up, but he does.
True.
And he sort of like looks, and he looks at you, Naren, and you can see like the crazed confusion of this wizened old man still in his face, but the look in his eyes, you don't know whether he's starting to or he's trying to remember something, but whatever he's doing, it seems to be working. Because as the teleportation starts to, you can see his wound close as you go dark, and all of you essentially go blind. There's a flash of white light, and that's where we're going to end the session.
Wow.
Just to make sure, we brought Orin with us.
Yeah, he's the one that stood there and activated it essentially because his blood dripped on. But yeah, that's where we're going to end the session.
Cool.
So, thank you everyone for tuning in. We appreciate you, and we will see you next week for another episode of Rolling for What. Take care for now.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.